channel. If you're new to my channel, I'm just a girl who likes reading romance, fantasy romance, paranormal romance, any kind of genre of romance in general, and I also happen to have cerebral palsy, and it would mean the world to me if you would subscribe to my channel. I post new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Today's video is going to be a highlight video of one of my all-time favorite new-to-me authors, ML Wang. She is not a romance author, she is a fantasy author, but I tell you, I've read 2 of her books, and both of these books have become an all-time favorite books for me. I will read everything she writes from this point forward, and I have a feeling that anything she writes is going to be 5 stars for me. She wrote The Sword of Kaigen, her first book, and her second book, Blood Over Bright Haven. The Sword of Kaigen was one of my favorite books of last year, and Blood Over Bright Haven would be no different. Sword of Kaigen is about this Japanese family who lives in the mountains, the Kaigenese Empire. In this book, we follow the oldest son, Mamoru, who's 14. Mamoru's parents, Mizuki, and I always forget Mamoru's dad's name. This family is most famous for their skilled fighting, because they have magic and people can be like warriors. And this family is very famous because they are known for producing the Whispering Blade, and the Whispering Blade can cut through anything. It is legendary. Mamoru spent his whole life trying to live up to his family's ideals. And all throughout Mamoru's life, he always had this expectation on his shoulders. That is until this new boy at school goes to school with them and disagrees with the teachings they've been teaching the kids at their school, like their beliefs in the old war. And one day, this new kid goes, and Mamoru gets into a confrontation because he basically tells the kids in the class, what you've been taught about the war in the world here is wrong. They're not telling you the truth. Mamoru is questioning his belief system, and he goes to his mother, Mizuki, to ask her if what this new kid in town is saying about the government is true or not. And Mizuki has this choice of whether to tell her son the truth or keep her son ignorant about the outside world, because Mizuki has a past of her own. She has a past as a warrior. She went to school, got all these teachings about the outside world. She fought in battles, and she is forced to come back into Kaigen to marry Mamoru's dad. And so about the outside world. But then, all of a sudden, Mizuki's brother from the outside tells her there is a war coming, that you guys need to leave Kaigen. And Mizuki was packing up all her kids so they can leave, and Mamoru's dad tries to stop them from leaving, but before they can leave, war breaks out from outside forces, and there are all of them, Mizuki, Mamoru's dad, are basically forced to fight in this war that they did not want. Mamoru's family is their first line of defense against invaders, and for the first time in years, Mizuki has to pick up her sword again and defend her other two children, defend her sister-in-laws. This book is so good. The world building is beautiful. The family dynamics, I cried. The question about what defines you as a woman, is a motherhood, is something else. Standing up against oppression, fighting for what you believe in, finding out that you're living in a world of propaganda, and you're living in a patriarchal society that only gives you one side of the truth. Oh my goodness, this book was so good. I cried because of what happens to a certain character. I'm never going to get over that fact, but these characters will stay with me. It's so character driven, and I just love this book. The next book, Blood Over Bright Haven. I can't tell you too much about this book because it's best if you go in blind. But we're following, I think her name is Storsha. I can't pronounce her name without the audiobook. And she is the first woman mage accepted to this academy, and she lives in a society where the society functions on magic. When she gets to the academy, she is supposed to get assigned an assistant, but instead of an assistant, she gets assigned a janitor. And the janitor she gets assigned to, his name is Tummel, and Tummel is called the part of another race called the Quill, are viewed as second-class citizens to the other race that basically has no rights, and together the heroine and hero work together through this academy and uncovers like the dark secrets about this academy, dark secrets about this society in general, and what is the heroine gonna do about it? Because now that Tummel opened her eyes to the wrongdoings of society, how is she gonna take it? I love this book as well. It deals with the same aspects like we have in the Sword of Kaigen, women are viewed as second-class citizens. There is racism, classism, a patriarchal society, standing up for what you believe in. And this book, their magic system, kind of reminds me of Full Metal Alchemist, because in Full Metal Alchemist you have this thing called equivalent exchange. Like, what you can't use magic without giving something up in return. And I loved this book. This book made me think about society in general and made me think about good versus evil. But I love this book as well. The ending was heartbreaking. I wanted a different ending to Blood Over Braidhaven, but I could see it go no other way than it ended. But man, was it heartbreaking. Oh, and I suggest if you're going to read ML Wang, please listen to her audiobooks, because her audiobooks are great. Also, my friends Jess and Tori also read Blood Over Braidhaven and The Sword of Kaigen, and I would really like to know their thoughts on ML Wang. Sword of Kaigen is on Kindle Unlimited. I highly suggest the audiobook, and I got Blood Over Braidhaven through a Everend subscription. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Liking this video would help me out a lot. And I'll see you when